The chief of the International Association of Athletics Federations, Sebastian Coe, sees the 8-time Olympic champion, who sprinted into retirement earlier this year, as a major asset who still has a big part to play in marketing the sport in the next few years. Elected IAAF president in August 2015, Coe has spent much of his time dealing with issues surrounding corruption and doping, but he now wants to pursue a major overhaul of athletics. He is considering a whole raft of ideas: franchises, NFL-style drafts, player auctions and pop-up tracks, to modernize the sport, insisting that nothing is off the table. And he wants to utilize Bolt's charisma to help sell athletics to a younger audience, and confirm the pair are set to meet before Christmas to discuss exactly what Bolt wants to do going forward. "I don't think that I've ever witnessed anybody virtually in any sport that's had that global reach," said Coe, who was speaking at the Leaders in Sport conference at Chelsea's Stamford Bridge Stadium in London this week, referring to the Jamaican sprinter. "You've got to go back to Muhammad Ali really. I think Bolt's reach is extraordinary. If he can help us engage with young people and talk about the things that matter and let them believe that it's a sport for them, then this is going to be hugely helpful." Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt looks back at his Olympic competitors during a 100-meter semi-final in August 2016. Bolt won the final a short time later, becoming the first man in history to win the 100 meters at 3 straight Olympic Games. See more photos from Bolt's legendary career, which includes 8 Olympic gold medals and world records in the 100 and 200 meters. Bolt celebrates with fans after winning the 200 meter at the 2016 Olympics. In Rio, Bolt completed an unprecedented triple-triple, 3 straight Olympic golds in the 100 meter, the 200 meter, and the 4x100 relay. In 2017, Bolt was stripped of his 2008 relay medal after it was confirmed that teammate Nesta Carter tested positive for a banned substance. Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt looks back at his Olympic competitors during a 100-meter semi-final in August 2016. Bolt won the final a short time later, becoming the first man in history to win the 100 meters at 3 straight Olympic Games. See more photos from Bolt's legendary career, which includes 8 Olympic gold medals and world records in the 100 and 200 meters. Bolt hung up his spikes in August after being beaten into bronze medal position by Justin Gatlin at the World Championships in London, as well as limping out of the relay event with a hamstring injury. It may not have been the fairy tale ending so many were hoping for, but Bolt's impact on world sport is unquestionable. He won 8 Olympic golds, 11 World Championships golds, and still holds the 100-meter world record of 9.58 seconds. The Jamaican sprinter's departure has left a Bolt-shaped hole for the sport to fill, and Coe called on the current crop of athletes to be more like the Jamaican, and recognize that they are in the entertainment business. They have to have an opinion and they have to dominate a room, they have to dominate a stadium, said Coe, who is a former middle-distance runner and 2-time Olympic champion, and served as a Conservative MP for 5 years in the 1990s. "Too often I sit there, because I go to a lot of these post-race news conferences, and I'm thinking, are you really offering as much as you should in terms of the insight and the accessibility? They've got to be interesting, they've got to have an opinion, and that's what takes the sport beyond the stadium. We can't avoid the issue anymore. They have to reach out. Sometimes there are linguistic challenges. The world media is an English-based media, so we need to make sure we do the media training and encourage federations and athletes to recognize that they have all got skin in the game here." In recent weeks, a number of NFL stars have discovered what it means to have skin in the game after U.S. President Donald Trump described players who kneel during the national anthem to protest social injustice as sons of bitches, and called on team owners to fire them. Sport has rarely just mirrored society. It's more often than not set its trends. If you look back to Jesse Owens' stance in Berlin, and the salutes in 1968, he added, referring to John Carlos and Tommy Smith's Black Power salute at the Mexico Olympics. "It's important sport has a view. Frankly, I'm not sure that most of those NFL players were particularly bothered by Trump's comments. They decided to do what they did." Last month, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency chief, Travis Tygart called on the International Olympic Committee to ban Russia from the upcoming Winter Olympics in South Korea, given the evidence that has emerged of a state-sponsored doping program at the 2014 Sochi Games. Coe's IAAF made a bold call to ban Russia ahead of the 2016 Summer Olympics, and, while he